Hi guys, and welcome back to the Padded Pedal Room. Today we're going to take a look at the web editor for the Headrush Flex Prime. So in front of us we have our Headrush Flex Prime with a blank rig. We will go into the editor just shortly. Now, despite the fact that Headrush has always had a hands-free mode, so you don't actually have to bend over to adjust your unit when you're performing. To get in there, all you simply have to do is hold your stomp rig and hold to go into hands-free mode. As you can see right now, we can adjust our gain. We can go to the next slot, the rig volume, and all you need to do is use your pedal, and you can adjust everything. Despite the fact that that was there, everybody was screaming for a web editor. Now, many people do prefer using a web editor on a computer or tablet, especially if you're doing recording and stuff directly on your computer. So let's take a look at it. So here we have a blank rig. Now, before starting anything, you have to make sure that you go into your global settings and you go under your Wi-Fi and you set your unit up to the Wi-Fi. Once your Wi-Fi is set up, you're good, and then you can go to your remote so that you can control it with your web editor. So we're going to go back to our rig, and we're going to type in our IP address. I'm going to type in our IP address up here in the bar. Once that's done, we will be hooked up straight to our rig. We can use our Flex Prime, put in our rig, or we can do it straight from the editor. Now you will see here on the left side, you have your rigs, so you can edit all your rigs. These are the presets, and you see them here. They're in order of guitar, bass, and synth, and then some of the ones that we downloaded from the cloud just recently. And you can create yourself set lists. If you want to create a set list for your band, let's say you have a particular gig and everything, you can actually create set lists and name them. So from here you can do anything you choose. You can create a new rig, you can do your hardware assign, you can save your rigs, you can have your tails on and off for your reverbs, and you can choose the different types of signal pads that are available. So we're going to go with a standard one, just to mess around. Today's weapon of choice is a 1972 Gibson Les Paul Deluxe. So let's get a rig out. What could sound good with this? Well, let's see here. If we go here to plus, we want to pick an amp or maybe a clone. I say let's go with a clone. Let's go with a super clone. Let's see what we got in our super clone under Headrush. We will look for an amp and cab, and we will go with our trusty JCM 800. So here we go. That sounds better. All right, so what do we got on here? The cab is on. We have our gain at 50. Our bass, let's just knock it up a little bit to 56. Let's bring the middle down a little bit to 37, and let's bring the treble up to about 62. Bring the presence down to about 30. And we will bring the chug up to about 12. And the sag to about 33. So let's add a reverb in here, and we got reverb over here. Do we go? Let's try something different. Let's go with a spring reverb. Let's go with a default stereo. Let's see what that sounds like. So what else? Let's put a glorious drive, the front end here, overdrive. We'll go with the glorious drive, and we will go with the default setting. Alright, now we hear a little bit of hiss, and that's normal. Tube amp would normally hiss, but what we can do is we can put a gate on here to remove that noise, and there we go. The noise is gone. Maybe we can even put just a little bit of a filter on there. So that's it. Pretty clean. Alright, so now we are going to assign our buttons. We see the glorious drive here, we see the spring there, we see the clone over there. Just to show we can assign up here in our software, we're going to go to our hardware assign. And what we're going to do is we're going to actually unassign superclone because we don't want to have the superclone assigned. We are going to move the reverb here, and we're going to move the glorious drive there. So we've assigned our pedals. Now what we may want to do here is let's assign the superclone. We're going to go with the gain. So now this is gain all the way up, gain all the way down. So what we're going to do is let's just go into the amp just so we can see this, what's happening. So right now, see, as I adjust the pedal, it adjusts the gain. So gain all the way up, pedal down, gain all the way up. Gain down. Why is the amp off? Alright. So gain down. Up. Glorious drive off. So this is how the editor works. Now let's just save it. We're going to save it under TPPR editor video. I'm going to hit the save button. And we can see it is saved here. So now if we actually just close the editor, so we've saved our rig in our unit. That's basically how the editor works. I hope this has helped some of you figure out how to use the web editor, and I'll catch you guys in the next Headrush Flex Prime video.